guys hear me? Jamie, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? No. Kelly, can you hear me? No.
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, cool. Okay, I guess I can't play music, so we're gonna go a cappella today. If you you can go ahead and do that now. Just put on some music, maybe quietly, so you can still hear my voice. And then if your audio is on, can you make sure to mute that just so it's not interfering anybody else? Cool, thanks guys. I'm gonna just scroll through, say what's up everyone. Hi Shannon.
Music.
What's up Elaine? Hi Maureen. All right guys. Hi Jen. Awesome, cool. Okay, so you're not gonna need any equipment for this workout. We are gonna do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna go straight through pretty much the whole routine. We've got like 20 to 25 minutes of legs. It's a lot of legs, and then we're gonna finish with core and upper body. There's a little bit of upper body, but mostly legs and core today. Cool, so with that, we're gonna start with standing footwork. Let's go ahead and stand on up. We're gonna stand in the middle of the mat, just feet hip bone distance apart. We're gonna go through, every block here is gonna be 3 exercises. So we have 3 exercises and 3 blocks for our footwork. Starting with feet hip distance apart, arms down by your side. Your first movement is just a basic squat. You're gonna bend the knees, reach the arms forward. From the side, you look like this, and then you're gonna rise right back up. It's just a simple squat, 45 seconds. We start that in 3, 2, and 1. First set, here we go. So we're gonna inhale, lower into a squat, arms go straight forward. Exhale, rise and squeeze your butt. These are pretty slow. You're here for 45 seconds. You're gonna get plenty of reps. Focus on really reaching your sit bones back as your fingertips and sternum go forward. So you're lengthening your spine in 2 opposite directions. You want to look down towards the top of your mat as you squat and up to eye level as you rise. I have the webbing of my fingers glued together. And we're here for just 15 seconds. Keep the navel pulling in towards your spine. And we're here for 10 seconds. We're going to rest, and then we'll go into our second set. In 5 seconds, we get a quick rest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and rest, 15 seconds. Now the next one here, we're gonna go 1 squat, then we come up, we have 1 calf raise and lower the heels. 1 squat and 1 calf raise. We start that in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, and then lift the heels and lower. Inhale down. Exhale up. Keep the glutes and quads engaged as you go up for that calf raise, so all of your leg muscles are engaged. My palms are glued to my thighs as I lift and lower the heels, so I can feel a little bit of arm and back action there as well. Nice and slow, keeping equal weight through all 10 toes. Looking down as you squat down, and then eye level as you rise up. We have about 15 seconds here. We have 1 more variation with our feet in this position, and then we'll go through those 3 variations with 2 different foot positions. We rest in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Okay, so last one is called an X rep squat. It's 1 1/4 rep. So you're gonna come into your squat, you lift up 1/4 of the way, come back down, and then lift up all the way. We start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So go all the way down, keep the arms forward, lift up 1/4 of the way, lower back down, and then rise up and repeat. Lower all the way, 1/4 of the way up, back down, and stand. Squeeze your butt and tuck the hips forward as you stand. So you can feel the abs and the glutes engage at the top. So you're in a neutral spine as you lower. You have that natural curve in your low back. When you rise, you're coming up into a posterior tilt. You're tucking ribs and hips slightly together, getting that full extension in the hips. 10 seconds to go. 1/4 rep and 1 full range. Keep breathing, moving slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so second set, same 3 variations, but the legs are wide. So I'm like a sumo stance position, my knees and toes are turned out, wide second. We're going back to the squat in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we bend the knees, reach the arms forward, and then squeeze your glutes, rise back up. Inhale on the way down, exhale, rise up. Keep all 5 fingers glued together. Feel the shoulder blades pulling down and back as you lower the arms down, creating a little extra work in the arms and the back. Reach the sit bones way back to the back of your mat, and rise up, tuck those hips forward. So I'm keeping my spine super long, taking up as much space as I can with my body. Butt goes way back, chest goes way forward. 10 seconds to go. Keep working. Inhaling down, exhaling up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so next one, we have 1 squat and 1 calf raise. Same 3 variations. We'll repeat that second set, keeping the legs wide. Get ready to start in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up, and then lift the heels and lower. Inhale down, exhale lift, heels high, heels low. When you lift the heels, keep the glutes, quads, abs, everything nice and tight. Palms are pressing into your thighs, so you can feel those arms working. Keeping the knees over middle toes is helpful to keep that 45-degree angle. You want to make sure that we're not rolling onto the big toes or the inner arches of the feet. Keep pressing into the outside blades of the feet to keep that turn out. 10 seconds here, and we'll go into that third variation, into our X rep squat. 5 seconds, we rest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. Okay, so last one is that quarter squat, and then 1 full range. We'll go back in 10 seconds. If you need to readjust your stance, shake it out. Take a second. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one in this position. Lower down, come up a quarter of the way, lower back down, and then rise up, squeeze your butt. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Keep the abs really, really strong. Think of pulling the navel back to your spine as you stand, but keep that connection as you lower. And this is going to be really nice for the low back so that we're not putting any pressure there. So abs tight, glutes tight, quads, arms. We're going to full body here. 1 little pulse, nice and slow, and 1 full range. These don't have to be fast to be effective. All the level changing will increase the heart rate a lot without having to go fast. And building strength with those slower controlled movements. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last foot position, legs all the way together like they're one, same 3 variations. So this squat's probably gonna be a little bit more shallow. We're gonna reach the butt back, arms forward, and then rise up, squeezing the inner thighs together in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bend the knees, and then rise back up. Tuck the hips forward, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So sit bones and fingertips are reaching in 2 opposite directions, creating that big long line. I'm looking down towards the top of my mat as I lower, and then looking up to eye level as I rise. Nice and slow. Inhale down, exhale up. My big toes are touching, my ankle bones are touching. I'm trying to keep those knees together. And we have 15 seconds here. Inhaling down and exhaling up. So basic squats for this first set. Should start to feel the body getting a little warmer, getting the heart rate up. We have 4, 3, 2, and rise. Okay, so next one, we're gonna do 1 squat and 1 calf raise. Last time with this combination. 10 seconds, get ready to start. Make any adjustments that you need, and we start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So 1 squat, rise up, arms to thighs, lift the heels, and lower. Inhale down, exhale up, squeeze your arms in by your side body. Looking down as you lower, eye level as you rise. Breathe in down, breathe out, lift, heels up, heels down. We've got about 20 seconds to go here. We'll finish with that X rep 1 more time. Then we move on to our single leg work. 15 seconds to go. When you come up, tuck those hips forward so there's no arching in the back. And we have 10 seconds to go. Feel the squat become a little deeper as we increase the range, increase the mobility. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Last set, X rep. So you have 1 full squat and 1 quarter squat. Last set here on both legs, finishing our footwork. We start in 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So lower down, and then we lift a quarter of the way. Go back down, and then rise up. Squeeze your hips forward, and lower. Up a little bit, back down, and big squeeze. Keep equal weight through the big toes and the pinky toes. Big toes and inner ankle bones are squeezing together. 25 seconds. Keep the fingers glued together. Nice straight spine. So I'm reaching my butt back as far as I can. Create that long, long line. Hips to the back of the mat, fingertips to the front of it. We have 12 seconds. Couple more reps here. Okay, we're gonna rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up and rest. Okay, next up we go single leg. So I'm gonna keep my left foot down. I'm gonna pop my right heel up. And my right toes are like in line with my left heel. So if I'm on the line on the ground, I'm gonna be nice and square. Single leg squat in 3, 2, 1. My hands come to prayer as I lower and down as I rise. You can do arms forward if you like. You can do arms behind the back, hips, do whatever feels good. The point here is to keep most of the weight in your standing leg. So this heel that's lifted has no weight. The toe that's down has barely any weight. So it's all in my left leg. Inhale down and exhale up. So just a basic squat. You're sending the sit bones back, tucking that left hip forward. Keeping the same distance between your chin and chest the whole time. So just like single leg footwork, but standing. So you're bearing weight. It's gonna be a little bit more intense. We're here for 5 seconds. We rest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one, your feet stay the same. I'm gonna turn to the side to show you. It's a single leg deadlift or a hip hinge. You're gonna push your butt back like you're closing your car door with your butt. You're gonna squeeze that glute, rise up. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Butt back, chest forward, and then rise up. So my fingertips are reaching down maybe like 6 inches in front of my big toes. Keeping the chest reaching forward past the top of the mat and the butt reaching way back behind the back of your mat. These are very slow. Again, the goal is to keep most of the weight in that standing leg while the hips stay square and the spine stays straight. We have 20 seconds to go. Little to no weight in that kickstand leg. And you can play with the position of that kickstand. You can take a step back further, maybe turn that leg out. Do whatever allows you to feel this most in that single leg. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last set, we alternate those. So we have 1 squat and 1 hip hinge. So just alternating those past 2 movements. We start in 6 seconds. Then we're gonna stay on this left leg and head down to the mat. 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1 squat, rise up, 1 hip hinge, and rise up. Inhale down, exhale lift, inhale hinge, and exhale rise. Butt back, neutral curve to the spine as you lower, and that little posterior tuck every time you lift from your hinge or from your squat. So 2 different movements. First one is hip and knee joint for the squat. Second one is just the hip joint for your deadlift. So hip and knee for the squat, and then just hips for that hinge. 8 seconds to go. Keep the core tight. Fingertips together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm gonna lie down on my right side so my left leg is working. Next variation, side lying leg circles. I'm gonna go forward for 1 rep, backwards for 1 rep. We start in 5 seconds. So my same leg that was just standing is working. In 3, 2, 1. Circle back and circle forward. Control the hips. So they're not moving at all. The only thing moving is my leg. Now I'm in like a side plank position. So I'm pushing the elbow down, lifting my waist up off the mat. I can keep my eyes straight forward or down towards my supporting elbow. I want to point my big toe down and my heel up slightly to keep my leg parallel so I'm not turning this leg out. Sometimes it really likes to turn it out. So focus on internally rotating. And sometimes that helps you just to stay parallel. My leg never goes below hip level. Keep going here. We have 5 seconds. We'll rest in 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, next one, we're gonna flex the foot. All you're gonna do is bend the knee a little bit and kick the leg straight. So my hip to knee doesn't move. My knee to ankle moves. Back and forward. We start in 4, 3, 2, lift the leg, flex it. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. So my heel is coming super slightly closer to my butt, but my knee is not moving at all. So my thigh bone's stable. I'm hinging at the knee, keeping the hip joint still. Stay lifted up off the mat. Abs are strong. My ribs are drawing in so that I'm not arching or flaring or sinking into this bottom shoulder. I want to stay really lifted. I can even use my top hand to help with that. Keep going like this. We have 15 seconds to go. We have one more variation side lying. Oh my God, my butt is burning right now. We have 10 seconds. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Keep pushing away from the mat. If you feel yourself sinking into it, use that top hand. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have one more there. We're going to point the toes. We're doing little leg lifts. Tiny, tiny pulses. We want the big toes down, heel up. We start that in 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the side body, lift the leg, and we lift up an inch, up an inch. So I want the blade of my foot parallel to the ceiling. I want the arch of my foot parallel to the floor. My knee is pointing straight forward. The bones on the top of my foot are pointing straight forward. Pointed toes, they have energy all throughout the leg, and it is barely moving. This is tough. I want to keep that space between the top rib and hip the same, so I'm not shortening the waistline or moving the spine or hips at all. It's just my leg. Oh my gosh, we have 15 seconds. Keep going. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. You can push up away from the mat if you need to. Next variation, you're going to be on your back. This working leg, it's my left, is going to be on the ground. My other leg's in tabletop. We have a single leg bridge, staying on the same leg in 3, 2, 1. So lay on your back. We have 15 seconds. That same working leg stays down. The other one can go in tabletop, straight to the ceiling, or figure 4. Do what works for you. Single leg bridge in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to tuck my pelvis, roll up off the mat pretty quick. Hold it, and then roll down. It's not high. Lift up, hold, and lower down. So if I'm actually tucking the pelvis and coming to that posterior tuck and keeping my hips square, I'm lifting like maybe 6 inches off the mat. It's not the highest bridge. I want to really focus on keeping the hips level and protecting my lower back. I'm rolling up to about the mid-back, definitely no higher than the draw line. So we want to avoid coming up onto the neck or onto the shoulders. Good, now again, this leg could be straight, it could be crossed over, it could be in tabletop. We have 10 seconds. The next variation is our transition to the other side. In 5 seconds, we rest in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. So now both feet are on the floor. We're doing 45 seconds of just a bridge with both feet down. Then we'll do the other side bridging and do the whole sequence again on the other side. We start in 5. Both legs down. We're going to tuck the hips to lift in 3, 2, 1. There it is. We tuck and lift and then come down. So I'm going to hold at the top, abs tight, glutes tight, and roll down pretty fast. So it's an articulation, but it's quicker than you would normally go. Tuck, hold, and then roll down. Tuck, hold, and roll down. My arms are really straight. I'm reaching my fingernails towards my heels, rotating my upper arm bones outward to keep the shoulder blades pressed down into the mat, driving through the heels of those feet. Now all 10 of my toes are down, but I can feel a little more weight in my heels than my toes, making that more glute focused. Keep going here. Chin untucked, shoulders relaxed. We have 5 seconds. We're going to switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Okay, so I'm going to go bridging on the other side. This is the last variation of this 3 exercise block. Then we're going to go side lying on the other leg. In 4, we bridge in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bridge up, pause, and roll down. Tuck and hold, and roll down. So it's a pretty quick lift. Roll up and hold. Check in with the opposite toe, the one that's in tabletop. Make sure you can see it over the knee. And remember, you can go straight to the ceiling, or you could cross that ankle over the other. You have a lot of options for that gesture leg or the leg that's not working. Hips are square. Control the movement so there's no momentum, no swinging. We're here for 15 seconds. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll down. Keep those abs tight. Squeeze your heel to butt. We're going to go sideline leg work, other side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now I'm going to lie on my left forearm. My right leg is up. Sideline glute work. We start with the circles in 10. So give that leg a rest. Take a second here. We'll do sideline, then we finish standing. In 3, circles in 2, and 1. Here we go. I circle forward, and then I circle back. Nice and slow. My leg never goes below hip level. As the glute starts to fatigue, that leg tries to drop down lower. We also tend to sink into this bottom shoulder and rib cage. Think of really pushing down, staying active through this bottom side and lift it. Really long through the top side waist. Again, my big toes are trying to point down. My heel is trying to point up to keep me in parallel. We have 15 seconds to go. You can look forward. You can look down towards that supporting arm. 10 seconds to go, tiny circle. Doesn't have to be big to be effective. Control the movement and squeeze that side butt and hip for 3, 2, 1. Let it rest. Next one, we're gonna flex the foot, and we're doing that little bend, big press. My thigh isn't gonna move, only the lower half of my leg moves. So it's a knee movement, no hip movement. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot, little bend, big press. Little bend, big press. So my heel goes behind my knee and hip, and then right back in line with them. That knee joint stays right where it's at. Hips are square, ribs are square, shoulders are square. Eyes are either forward or down without sinking into the shoulder. Use that top hand if you need to. A little bend, big kick. Abs are tight, navel's pulling back, ribs are drawing down. Everything else is engaged just to keep me in this shape so I can move only that knee joint. The rest of my body wants to move, but I'm working everything else to stay still. You're here for 8 seconds. Keep lifting away from the mat. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. Okay, last set here, we're gonna point the toes and pulse that leg up an inch, down an inch. We have 10 seconds and we start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes pointed, lift up an inch, down an inch. So this third set gets tough. You don't have to go that big. You can rest whenever you need to. Just control the movement. Focus on really, really lengthening the leg as much as you can. So there's no bending in the knee joint. Keep energy all throughout the leg. Toes down, heel up. Okay, we have 20 seconds left. Keep working. Rest when you need to. Come back into it when you're ready. 15 seconds to go. We're going to come standing. We have the single leg squat. 10 seconds to go here. And we rest in 5. We rest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest and come all the way up to standing. So we have single leg squats, single leg hinge, then we combine them, and then we are done with our legs. So one more block here with the legs. We start in 5. Single leg squat, my left heel is up in 3, 2, 1. Lower down, stick your butt back, rise up, tuck the hips forward. So hips go back, arms go forward, and I rise up. And I want your spine to stay straight. So if your range of motion is here, I'm a lot happier than if you can get really low with a rounded back. I do not care about the range of motion. I want your spine still, so the movement's happening in the hip joint. Inhale down and exhale up. 20 seconds to go. Back flat. You guys are looking good. Fingertips are glued together. My sternum lifts up and forward. My sit bones go down and back. So that's a diagonal line from those 2 points. We have 8 seconds. Little to no weight in my standing leg, or I'm sorry, in my back leg in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Okay, next one is going to be the hip hinge. So now we stick the butt back, go down, and then rise back up. So this time the knees aren't really bending. First one with a lot of knee movement. This one's just hip. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Butt back, reach down, and then rise back up. Now, it's pretty unlikely that you can actually touch the floor. So don't feel like that's your goal. You do not have to touch the floor. You do want to really keep that back flat. So if you can, that's great, but that does not mean we're all there or that you have to be there. Keep the abs strong. And if you feel your low back a lot, there's a good chance that the spine is rounding and it's totally gonna want to. So think of really pushing your butt back in, like you're trying to close your car door with your butt. So it's like that little booty pop back, then you hinge and tuck at the top. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds here. The last variation for legs, we're gonna alternate those 2 movements in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and rest. One more set. We have 1 squat, 1 hinge from the side. 1 squat, a lot of knees, and then 1 hinge, just hips. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start with your squat. Stand up and hip hinge and rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, butt back. Exhale, rise. You can play with the positioning of that kickstand leg. My leg likes to turn out a little bit. You could try that. You could do parallel. Just make sure that your heel is lifted high and your toes are pretty weightless. Back stays straight, hips are square. 15 seconds to go. Next variation, a little bit nicer. We're going seated saw. So you have 10 seconds here, and then you're gonna sit down with your legs open wide like you're in the splits. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sit down on the mat. Legs are gonna be open as much as comfortable. Feet are flexed, arms to a T, sitting really tall. When I cue you, you're gonna twist. Reach your pinky fingers towards your big toe. Come back up, switch sides. We start in 3, 2, 1. So we rotate, saw off your toe, come back up, twist to the other side. So your palms are gonna face towards the wall. So when I twist to the right, my left palm faces the right wall. When I twist left, my right palm faces that left wall. I'm rounding the spine to reach past the toes. Right now, I'm going past my big toe. Maybe eventually I'm gonna go past the pinky toe, but my back's feeling pretty tight right now, so I'm not gonna force it. 10 seconds. Twist, rise, and switch. So round the back as you go down, roll back up, and switch. We have 5 seconds. We're going on our back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one, still rotation focus. We have a bicycle leg drop. You go into a bicycle. You take the straight leg, lift it, lower it, and then switch. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the chest. I'm going to twist right, lift my left leg, lower my left leg, switch. Lift the right leg, lower the right leg, switch. So I'm twisting towards the bent leg and lifting the straight one. My shoulder blades are lifted really high off the mat. My toes are visible over the knees, and I'm going slow, so there's no momentum. It's a very controlled movement. All 3 exercises in this block are focused on rotation. So first one was a seated twist. This one is a supine twist. To be honest with you, I have no idea what the next exercise is. So I'm gonna check my notes in 4, 3, 2, and rest. Last one here. Ooh, this one's fun. Okay, so you're up on your knees. This one's not Pilates, it's just fun. So knees are open, feet together, butt squeeze. We're doing twist punches as fast as you can without rotating the spine. It's a lot of core and cardio. Hands to shoulders, 3, 2, 1. Punch those arms as fast as you can. You're flipping the palms down as you punch, and flip your palms in as you come back to your chest. Now do this as fast as you can without rocking side to side, and I don't recommend trying to talk as you do this. Keep the butt squeezed. That'll help keep your hips square. Navel pulled back. My shoulders are working. We're halfway there. So glutes, abs, arms, heart rate. Little cardio burst here. And then we're going to slow it back down. We have one more block of rotation, but these ones are going to be from a plank position, so we also get some upper body work. Think of this as your warm-up for the upper body. 10 seconds to go. We rest in 5. Keep punching. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. Okay, next one is a cross-body mountain climber. You can do that from your elbows or hands. From the plank position, you're going to take one knee to elbow, back to plank, and switch. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right knee, left elbow, back to plank. Left knee, right elbow, back to plank. So that should be your tempo. It's slow. Twist and pause, back to plank. My spine is really rounded. I'm pushing away from the mat, so my shoulder blades are separated, which rounds my upper back. I'm tucking my pelvis up to the rib cage, which rounds my low spine, and I'm feeling so much work happening in the obliques to twist my leg across the midline. I'm keeping the knee really close to the elbow, even trying to get up into the armpit. 10 seconds left. The next one is a progression. So you're going to advance this a little bit in 4. We rest in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so last one I'm going to show you from standing. If you're on your forearms, you're taking your opposite knee to elbow from a plank. If you're on your hands, you're taking your opposite palm to knee. It's not easy. Get ready. You want to stick with the first variation, do just legs. 3, 2, 1. Right knee, left elbow, back to plank. Left knee, right elbow, back to plank. Now, if you're on your hands, it will be a little bit more stable. You're gonna touch your palm to your knee rather than your elbow. Again, if you wanna stick with that first variation, go back to that first variation. That's gonna be your regression. We have 20 seconds to go. The next one, still rotation from a plank, but it's a different variation. Keep going here. We're gonna do one more plank after this. And then we're on our belly, working the opposite muscles. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, last one. Hands or elbows. You're gonna tuck the knee across, then lengthen it, bend it, and set it down. Tuck, lengthen, then set it down from your plank in 3, 2, 1. So I twist, lengthen, bend the knee, set it down. Twist, lengthen the leg, bend the knee, set it down. You can do this from hands or elbows. I think the hands is nicer because you have more room. If you have wrist sensitivities, stay on those elbows. If you need to modify, stick with the first variation. Try to keep that leg lifted up as high as you can. Control the movement from your obliques so it's not fast. I'm feeling my inner thighs, my arms, my shoulders, my obliques, my legs. Feeling a nice stretch on the lower back as I twist. 5 seconds. We're on our back or on our belly in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're on your belly. I'm going to show you from kneeling. You're like this with your chest up. You're going to bend the right arm only, 45 seconds. Then we do the left arm. Then we do both arms. Legs down, chest up. Right arm in 3, 2, 1. Lift the chest. Bend the right elbow, lengthen it. Bend the right elbow, lengthen it. So same movement for 45 seconds. My feet are down, my knees are up, glutes are squeezed. Squeeze the sit bones together. Keep the left arm reaching forward, and the right shoulder blade squeezing in. Remove any wrinkling from the back of the neck with a slight chin tuck. We have 15 seconds. Legs long, keep them long. Gently push the inside of the big toes down. We have 10 seconds to go. I'm going to take a cat stretch in between. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to round my spine a couple times, getting in the opposite position. Feels really good to move in opposition. We're going to do the other side. 8 seconds. The left arm. In 4, 3, 2. Legs down, chest and arms up. Left arm. We squeeze and lengthen. So I like to make a fist as I pull and then open my palm as I lengthen the arm. I feel like I can feel more of what's happening with that. Try that if you like it. Really focus on keeping your hips level on the mat. So you're pushing the pubic bone down just gently, stabilizing the pelvis and the low back. Glutes and abs are really helpful in supporting that lumbar or low back area. Try to keep that right arm lifted up to the ear. We have 10 seconds to go. Everything is still but the left arm. My back and my shoulder muscles are on fire. We have 4, 3, 2, and rest. Oh my gosh, take another cat stretch. Round the spine. 10 seconds. We do both arms for the last set. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Legs down, knees up. We squeeze and lengthen. Make your fists as you pull the elbows wide out to the sides and then together. So my elbows are trying to touch the side walls, then each other. Big circle. Chest is up. Gaze is down. Knees are lifted. Glutes are squeezed. Feet are light. Okay, keep going here. We have 15 seconds. We have only 2 more blocks after this, and we are done with this workout. 10 seconds to go. We're going to go seated mermaid position. I'm going to put my right leg forward in 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Seated mermaid. My right leg's forward. I'm aware it's probably my left leg to you, but I cannot and will not ever be able to mirror. We're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to lean as far as we can. Place the arm down. You're just going to lift the hips, set them down, come back up. This one's not that mean. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we lean to the side, set the hand down. Lift the hips, set them down, come back up to your T. Place the palm down as far from you as you can, and think of rotating your left hip forward as you come up. Out to your T, to that diagonal lift. So it's a great hip mobility exercise. We get a little bit of lateral flexion, a little bit of shoulder stability here. So we're gonna do this on the right, then we're gonna do it on the left. And the last one is a great mobility exercise for the hips that we're kind of working our way up to right now. This is the nicest block of the routine, so enjoy it while you can. I'm starting to feel my glutes, my hips, my obliques. We rest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to do this without using your arms, it's tough. Come on to the other side. Make some room, you're gonna do that same thing, opposite side. Try to get both hips down as fast as you can. We start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I lean first, place the palm down, hips go forward, set them back down, rise up. So 4 movements, but make it fluid so it's not really choppy. It's kind of flowy. Reach and lift and lower and rise up. So I'm opening up those hip flexors, getting a really good stretch all throughout this top side body. So from my knee, hip, through the abs, chest, shoulder, that whole top side is stretching as the bottom side engages. 10 seconds to go. Okay, we rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, no arms. I'm gonna face this side so you can see me. My arms are up. All I'm gonna do without using my arms is switch to the other side. I wanna keep my spine as vertical as possible. This one's not easy. We start in 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're switching to the other side. Try to get your knees to touch the mat. Look all the way to the right wall and all the way to the left wall. I tend to slide around a lot. I'll end up like completely across the room by the end of this 40 seconds. Try to stay as stable as you can. Really root those sit bones and knees down into your mat. The arms are staying as long as possible. This is like the meanest version of feet in straps ever. We're lubricating the hips, great exercise for the hips, but it's super not nice. We have 10 more seconds to go. 1 more block after this. We're gonna finish with some more core. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job, you guys. Okay, last block, you are doing 100 for the first time. The second one is heel stretch on your back, touching the heel. The last one is an extended angled plank. We're gonna start with 100 in 3, 2, 1. Legs in tabletop, chest up. We pump the arms, breathe in for 5. And pump those arms, breathe out for 5. My elbows never bend. I'm looking right over my knees. My knees are squeezed together. Now, if I want more intensity, my legs are long. The lower they are, the more intense. I'm gonna keep my knees bent. You can also flip your palms up to face the ceiling and bounce. Control those arms like you're bouncing 2 mini basketballs with either the palm of your hand or the back side of your hand. Chin is slightly tucked to the chest, looking right over those knees. In through the nose for 5, fill the lungs and ribs. Out through the mouth for 5, knit everything in like you have that corset. Good, you have 5 seconds to rest in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one, you're doing heel strike. So knees are bent, my heels are pretty close to my butt. I like palms up, chin tucked. I'm gonna reach for my right heel, reach for my left heel. If that's really easy, walk the feet further forward. We start in 3, 2, 1. Lift the chest, reach for the right heel, tap that left heel. Maybe go to the inside of the heel. Maybe walk those feet further forward. Play with it. If you need hands behind the head, totally cool to give your neck a little support. I like a really deep chin tuck. That helps me to protect the neck. And I'm really focusing on keeping the knees and the hips square. So my lower body isn't moving at all. It's only my spine. So I'm kind of tucking the pelvis upward to help stabilize the pelvis. My low back is pretty flat onto the mat. Reach for the right side, reach for the left side. If you're making a connection to your heel, walk your feet further forward. Challenge yourself. It should be challenging. We have 1 more exercise, the static plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so static plank. If you're on your elbows, I want your elbows further forward than the shoulders. If you're on your hands, I want your hands further forward than your shoulders. 1 minute plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your knees. I'm gonna stay up on my hands. My hands are in front of my shoulders. My pelvis is tucking up towards the rib cage. I'm looking right in between my middle fingers. My fingers are all spread wide. All 10 of them have equal weight. My toes, all 10 of them have equal weight. Okay, 30 seconds. Keep holding. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep the navel up to the ceiling, gaze down towards the mat. Let's walk those feet back a little further, or your hands further forward. We're halfway there. Keep going. Good, we have about 20 seconds left, guys. Walk those feet back even further, go as far as you can. Okay, this is your last 15 seconds holding this plank. Let those abs shake, rotate the elbows inward. Keep breathing, we rest in 8 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Let's lower down to the knees. Feet together, knees wide, sit back in a child's pose. Keeping the knees and hips still, walk both arms to the right side. Palms are flat on the ground, ears in line with biceps. Feel that stretch under the left armpit, down your backside body. And switch, walk the hands to the left side of your mat. Pull that right hip back. Feel that stretch on the right side body. Come up onto your hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes, lift the hips, find a down dog. Stretch the calves. We did a lot of calf raises. Let's stretch those guys out, pedal out the feet a few times, bend your right knee, bend your left knee. And then walk your hands to feet or feet to hands. Let the head hang heavy and shake your head gently, yes. Shake your head gently, no. Shake it, yes, one more time. And then bend your knees a lot. Tuck your chin and slowly restack the spine. Keep your chin tucked the whole way up. At the top, it is the last thing to lift. And then we roll the shoulders back and down a few times. And you guys are all set. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Thursday. You guys are awesome. If you have any questions, requests, let me know on Instagram, Pilates and Pineapples. If you would like to donate, it's SamBell22 on Venmo. If you're unable to donate, a referral is greatly appreciated. If you know anyone that would enjoy my classes, send them my way. And if you guys, again, have any questions, requests, anything at all, let me know. And I will see you Tuesday at 2 p.m. Thanks, guys.